Technology is everywhere. It permeates just about every aspect of our lives in one way or another.
That includes not just our waking hours, but the time we spend sleeping. As News 9's Rich Pierce reports, sleeping and cell phones can be a dangerous combination in more ways than one.
Most of us have done it, fallen asleep while texting or surfing social media, but sliding that smartphone under your pillow at night could lead to some serious consequences.
I think we all take sleep for granted.
Losing sleep, something that seems rather like a run-of-the-mill problem. It happens to all of us from time to time, but keeping that electronic device with you every night can cause serious daytime problems, harming your quality of life.
The way to have a better daytime quality of life is exercise regularly 3 or 4 times a week, eat balanced meals throughout the day, and don't sleep with your cell phone.
Dr. Stephen Maceo is board certified in sleep medicine. He says sleeping with cell phones is a big problem, especially in kids who may get messages in the middle of the night.
We trick the brain into thinking that you're up and it's time to get up. If you have fragmented sleep during the night and you wake up and you're not as strong, and it's hard to think, so you become cognitively impaired somewhat.
Many of Maceo's younger patients show symptoms of ADD, but it's not uncommon for lack of sleep to be the real culprit.
As I talk about what do you do at night and do you sleep with your cell phone, the child sits there and looks at me and says yes, and then a light turns on. The parent realizes
Loss of sleep is one thing, but there's another danger. It's much less apparent, even microscopic in nature. You see, many people take these devices everywhere, including the restroom, and that's a good place for bacteria and even fecal particles to find their way onto your device.
From an infectious disease standpoint, not only should you not sleep with your phone, you should wipe your phone down at least 2 or 3 times a week.
There's another, more obvious consequence to tucking that smartphone in bed with you at night.
Those devices produce heat, and if they're underneath your pillow or inside your bedding, it traps that heat around the device and it may overheat and pose a fire hazard.
Steubenville Fire Chief Carlo Cabaldi says he hasn't seen it locally, but it can happen. A phone overheating, causing your bed to catch fire.
So it's a good idea to put that on a hard, flat surface away from the area where you're sleeping.
Reporting on special assignment, Rich Pierce, News 9.